Okay, you're good. Okay, reconnection. Oh, yeah, it's reconnecting.
And it's reconnecting.
Alright, well, at least we're there. Somewhat. This way. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Supposedly these guys are making something else, but I don't know much else besides that. If they do make a Void Bastards too, more weapons, please. Or at least upgrades for weapon loadouts. You know, like a second gun or something.
Please do not molest the janitorial staff. Remember, they're here to clean up your mess.
Yeah. I've never done that instead of being a dumbass, but whatever. I'm technically space scum. This is also the only time I haven't been on one of these cruise ships that didn't have a decent buffet going on. You can get all kinds of food from those places. Mostly sandwiches. I have a real thing for sandwiches.
Specifically, triangle sandwiches.
Weirdly enough, yes. The space is really into just making everything into triangle sandwiches. Alright. We're not gonna worry about that last thing. I actually got the item I was supposed to come in here from the beginning, but I really want all this loot for the crafting element, because pretty much that's how you upgrade all your shit.
Right.
Like, this is a game that's basically like, oh yeah, the crafting thing that other games make is like a side thing. That's pretty much everything. That's not how you upgrade your shit and just everything. I forget it. I'm good.
Part of your payout.
What's not air anyways. You wanna know what's funny? I don't think I've ever actually had a guy, one of these prisoners with color blindness, actually get me killed because of the color blindness.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if it's supposed to be a proper hindrance, but yeah. Rest.
I mean, just because I was not able to see color doesn't mean like you can't be able to like perceive previously what's coming at you. It's just just that you can like interpret light as we would normally. To be much you would have to so pretty much it would be down just the mood looking at like specific things like sounds like I think I mentioned earlier.
I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do I not know? What do I need for the fucking drill? I already have that. Huh. Okay, so skin tape. I'm gonna upgrade some of this stuff, but I don't think I have any of the right parts just yet. Or the wrap. Nope. Okay. I am like way off from what I want then. Alright. But yeah, this is where you upgrade stuff, and this is the stuff that saves you your life. I already got Unstable Kitty all the way, and it basically explodes into these motherfuckers. Ooh, wait, headset? We have headset. Nope.
Hey, what are you planning to screen share?
Oh god. I am a dumbass. Sorry. Like, you can probably see this on the frickin'... I'm sorry.
It's like a few, like...
Yeah, sorry. Let me just,
couple one lag behind this chain.
Jesus, man. I am so sorry. So... yeah, so Unstable Kitty explodes into cluster flak.
Okay.
And these are basic cluster bombs, and they're fucking awesome. Here's the work. I just don't... Dang can't get any of the stuff I need to upgrade, and this is for the next quest. I know I needed metal tubes for anything. Alright, so I guess it's our map. Whatever. Oh yeah, this will destroy all pirates, but it'll also destroy... Oh. I don't want it to do that. Yeah, I think I can handle that. These are just floating heads that attack you. These guys can be pretty nasty, but they'd be good. Alright. We'll do one more and then we'll continue on with our stream. And let's use that this time. Ooh, I gotta show that off actually for this. Alright, let us... Okay. I think, yeah, so this is a prison ship, basically.
Okay.
Oh, and I get to, do different genes. Thing. Oh, no, that's a generator. Oh, this doesn't have the gene stuff. Damn it. Alright. Oh, well. Oh, it is... Oh, no. It's the unpowered ship. That means it's from the generator first.
Excuse me. Is that
Hello?
5 o'clock?
Here.
Let's
Let's
say
show
is
off.
that my 5 o'clock?
Out of order!
Oh, it won't let me go. Oh, God.
Not you again. Application
Run away. Damn it. Damn it, I used to be able to launch these guys outside. Oh, I totally screwed this up. Okay, so totally fucked up on the weapon picks on this. Oh, sweet. Need power shit.
What is it now? A list?
Okay. Huh. Okay. Expecting a bit more. Alright. Let's get the power back on. Yay! Power's back. Oop, okay. Now we'll show off how that works. And...
Forget it. It's
Alright.
just more.
Oh! That's also why you don't want to be near those. This is useless now. So this is supposed to teleport dudes, and I normally can teleport them outside of the ship. I guess they fixed that.
Yeah.
Really? I don't have enough money for it. Right? Guys? Oh.
Oh,
Yay!
jeez.
Well, because then I can do this. And then,
Oh, you just pick it up. And
yep, and use it as a gun turret,
Nice.
like it's doing now. Where was he? Here they are. Alright. I still don't know what these do, but they apparently upgrade some of the stuff you get. So, why not? Don't have enough for that. And I don't have enough money for that. Let's grab the turret again. Oh no. Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up. Running, run, 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 run. Well, if I was worried about the scary stuff, I guess I don't have to worry about it now. Oh, it just shuts down the security stuff. Oh,
Hello, miss. Hello, society. Oh, the eye.
um, sure, I guess. I didn't even know I had more people in the chat, to be honest.
Not the promoting. We don't want your promotions. You alien scum.
Oh, actually, have you promoted it anywhere yet?
Yeah, I have.
Twitch too?
Oh yeah, I haven't done Twitter.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Turret on turret action. I don't even know if I got everything. At this point, there's no point in looking for the alien dudes. Oh, for Christ's sake. I literally walked past it twice.
Well, you didn't know.
Well, at least I kind of had fun on this one. I was actually super worried I was going to die a lot.
I said I had too much.
I mean, you seem to be doing pretty cool. Well, another Kingdom Hearts low energy, no low HP sound.
Right.
Barbara. Very funny. Excuse me?
Have fun with that. It is fun when you don't get killed by it. Should be around here, yes. This one. Alright, let's just get the hell out. Yeah, this is Void Bastards. Pretty fun, actually. Thanks, watch this one die. Let's close it again. No, you avoided it, I think.
Us at 50%.
Yeah. Oh no, we killed him. Just in case, though. Always double tap, always toss more grenades than you need to worry about.
Turning too stiff.
Here's... Let's find some of the names for these guys. Yeah, see the world in black and white. Oh, doors closed automatically. Oh. Rad cream. pretty sure I need the other thing for something. We'll worry about that later. But yeah, that's pretty much this game. Let's transition back into some people's favorite portion of the show, HighCast review. Today was a select essentials, green caffeine. It's a stevia. 98 concentrate. Been told this was the highest testing. I got a burnt taste. I think I might have done something on the first draw, so I don't know. Smooth otherwise. This is actually the first time I've gotten high on something, and it kind of just felt like it snuck up on me, like it was being like sneaky sneak. And it does stick with you. Longest one. Outside of that, final thoughts. Until I can figure it out, this is actually pretty good if you just want like a sneaky calm high. Nothing too jittery, always in like the back of the mind, as it were. So, yeah, green caffeine, strain name. So, yeah, we're gonna make that short today because that was pretty much done pretty quickly. So, Bart, are you ready for the question bit of the day? Oh, oops.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
uh,
Question bit.
question bit. There we go.
Oh, I should probably make this easy as well for you instead of constantly being a dick. There we go.
Yeah.
What's the question you would want to ask if you basically had complete control of the question bit?
Yeah, what is a question that I would want to ask? What do you think? What do you think would be? Hmm, if you had the control over the law of like what we should wear, what of if you have control over the law, would you want your people to be barefoot, or perhaps would you choose to allow people to be barefoot or have to wear shoes?
Like they have to? Like there isn't like a like is like basically is there you have to or you have the option to? That's the
If
only
you like that, like you have the option to, because because like it's the no, like if you're not able to wear shoes, like if people don't offer like service to you.
well, I mean more like is the barefoot one like you only can be barefoot or you can only have shoes? Like is one you can only have shoes but the barefoot people can choose to have shoes for like the situation where it might be appropriate? You see what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's just restrict it to let's restrict it so that it'll be a bit easier. Yeah, just to be barefoot or just to wear shoes.
Okay. That's a tough one because I'd be a shoe supporter, but only for like safety reasons, you know. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's like I wouldn't care. But if you're telling me I have to, it's like tough one. I'm gonna lean on shoes, but that's I'm gonna be honest. That's not because of like any preference. That's purely from a pragmatic safety reason.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. I would love you guys to all be barefoot all the time, but I guess it's one or the other, and I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's basically how I put that. I'm
Yeah.
just being
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. I'm just like in today's world, and they would make sense because like because of like how many services you have like to go across, and the amount of like bacteria you could carry on on your feet if you really say people to strict people to just not wear shoes on their foot or socks.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how much a shoe kind of improves your general mobility overall, to be frank. So it's like this is one of those. I'm doing it more for practical reasons, but it's still a shitty thing that kind of like you have to wear the shoes or nothing else, and it's like I don't want that, but I guess it's shoes or nothing else, and that kind of sucks.
Mm,
That's a good
mm.
question. We should probably do that more often. Like, do you have a like just straight up what it would be your question today that ever comes up again?
Oh, okay. Let's like see if we can double up on it and see and go with another question.
That was
Uh,
just mostly
what?
because I wasn't too sure. Like you
Yeah.
know how sometimes you don't know if you're going to get mileage out of a question, and then sometimes you get exactly what you want, and then you're like, probably should have a backup anyway. So it's basically like Xantos Gambit, and basically like I'm not going to shoot for the middle. I'm going to go for both options, which is like one or the other, and still have a backup question. In this case, is what's something you would want to do if you could do it now, which is weirdly similar to what you asked actually.
Yeah.
Huh.
Then what would be like your proper like shoe preferences? So we have like regular like closed toe shoes, but we have things like this, so like Crocs, slippers, and we'll have things to where
Boots.
yeah,
Just straight up. I went through years of basically just believing I was never going to find a comfortable shoe, and then I just started, and then I put on a pair of boots, and I'm like, what's everyone's fucking problem with boots? These are like the most comfortable shoes I've ever had, like insanely comfortable to the point that I get annoyed when I don't have a pair of boots I can wear for whatever. And I've always been a boot person to the point to where honestly I dig chicks in boots. I don't know why.
what do you think what do you think that's spurred that on? Actually,
I I don't want to get too deep into this, but I'm just gonna say that I went through a lot of stuff to the point that honestly, just things that I like for myself, I find that are equally things I wouldn't mind in a partner to a certain extent. I know this is gonna sound stupid, but I wouldn't mind a partner that at least aesthetically mirrored my tastes, as well as was, an actual person.
yeah,
Because there's a lot of guys. Fuck's sake, I don't know why guys do this. Eh, Guys, anyone that watches that's a guy, you can shoot for both if you want. It is an impossible task, but always keep that in mind because guess what? The closer to that impossible, the better you are to actually find someone you actually want to be with. You hear me? Like, like, shoot for what you can because I wouldn't mind having like straight up, I wouldn't mind having that like duality, like that perfect best of both worlds because sometimes you're not going to have like the aesthetic with like the personality or you're going to get somewhere close and they're just guys that seem to want like yeah they pick. I don't know why guys are picky. Am I being weird? I'm sorry, I
no,
don't mean to be
no,
weird.
no, you're not being weird, being practical.
Yeah, but some people don't like being practical for some reason and it's just like I'm just too old for this shit. Like I know that's tired and cliche but it's like what do you want from me? Like jeez, it's just so crazy sometimes. By the way, did you
Yeah,
check out the plan from last week? I don't know how interested you were in that, but is the stuff for the channel, by the way. Like that has like
uh,
all the stuff for the channel, for the
oh
future and
yeah, oh
whatnot.
yeah, I think you said this. Oh yeah, you sent in the second link, right?
Yeah, that the plan should be the second link. The first one, like anytime I send you the first one should always be like this script like setup that I have.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Tree doesn't get why he made it interactable, but I'm like, it's more because it's fun. Like, heck, I might actually take the advice of the creator of this and actually see if I can make like they call them zines. They're basically mini magazines. There's a format I've always wanted to try that this actually does allow me to do.
Short term, midterm, long term, future goals.
Yeah, if you want to move forward, I didn't put buttons, but the card drop down menu will show you like go next, go previous, etc., etc.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is for what it is. It's feature rich.
Does anyone said anime?
I fucking knew you would love the shit out of that.
Indeed, I do.
Oh man, I wish you were kind of here for that. Oh, don't tell me.
What?
Is it still doing the error? Oh god, don't tell me it went down. Okay, no. It was just being stupid on my end.
Okay.
I nearly had a heart attack there. Oh.
I shall clasp my hands and pray to the Twitch gods that it will hold together for the rest of the stream.
Oh god, there was something I always wanted to do if I ever got into the Minecraft streaming. Was basically like, we must sacrifice a goat to keep the stream stable.
You know, that could be a bit like I'm sorry every stream by taking care. Oh wait, no, but
You still haven't tried the frickin' mod pack that I made last time that I worked really hard to cut like a bunch of crap out of.
we sorry I keep forgetting because I have like 10 like tasks
Yeah,
like
I know
in
you.
my head.
I've seen your schedule. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bust
I
your
know.
balls, but it is
I
funny.
know, I know. I'm trying to make it a bit easier by at well, oh yeah. Speaking of that, now that you unlocked like a memory in my head, I've just been trying to look for some. I finally actually started to look for some help on Fiverr. I'm always trying to like look into like look through like different like people for people to use to see if they can be able to at least provide me some aid so I can have more free time to do stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I wish I can. Is there anything I can do? I know I'm still basically small time and starting, and I'm essentially kind of coattail riding here. Yeah, hell,
Yeah.
Blake was even like, "Hey, why haven't you asked Bard to just straight up plan a raid or something like that? Like actually plan the streams that way, like other people do." And I'm like, God, you're right. I'm such a dumbass. I really should get the stream stuff set up instead of just sitting around on my ass feeling sorry for myself half the time.
Mm,
Not literally. This is more being facetious.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, I mostly wouldn't. What I'm looking for it's like people to like to edit. Pretty much like pretty much like the get the giving videos and make it like shorts. But my shorts like clips, cause it's a lot of work and able to track of that, but also going through my normal schedule without feeling drained like a majority of the time and having myself to do like just like have to do a complete halt and having to do like a complete halt and then just not do anything about it until like the next day or a week later.
That's pretty much. Oh god, I'm actually in the same fucking boat. Like, I had to cancel one of the streams actually because I was just like, I'm just not feeling it. Heck, I was actually this close to not feeling it today, but I'm like, no, no, no. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go from here, and just go with the flow. And it worked out tonight actually. So I'm actually quite happy and proud of myself for that. By the way, you
Yeah.
didn't answer the second question. Not to get too off track, but just to remind me about that.
Wait,
But
what was the second question?
I answered it. It was what's something you would want to do like right now, like if you could do it now.
What's something that I could do if I could do it now?
Yeah. Really
Hmm.
enough, that whole side thing came from me answering that one.
But that's a whole lot. There's a whole lot of things. Well, uh, wow. I think what would like to do is to mainly just collab with people. Honestly,
Heck,
'Cause,
this is kind of why HighCast is here because if you want, you can always just do short collabs here, or even have this as a brainstorm. Like this is a forum essentially. I'm just here
yeah,
as kind of like a chairman, a mix master, a floor person, an idea guy, like whatever you guys want. This is essentially more for like like I know Piezone's entertain hosting it, but this is for whoever wants to have just like a place to just chill, relax, and talk. Like just depends on what you want to put into it, basically. And honestly, yeah, more collabs would be cool to be honest. Heck, have you done Portal yet?
um, well, well, not yet because well, I think with one I've been hooked on like Animal Crossing, which is my has been my like muse
I
for
have
the longest bit.
I have noticed that you've been Animal Crossing the way I Minecraft. So I'm like, oh, he has it bad. He has it bad.
Yeah, because it's something that I can be like to pick up and if I do something, I can just like put it off on the side and like be able to progress. Because like it's not like I'm not like I while our wife will stop like put a hold on it on Minecraft. It's that if I feel as though if I want to go hop into Minecraft, I want to there has to be some type of like goal I want to achieve.
No, I get that. That's why it took so long to make some of these mod packs. Because basically, like, I want us to have a floating castle at some point. It's really hard to do that. Excuse me. When you can't get the mod pack to work just right.
Right.
It super sucked too because there was a world where there was like a pillager bastion nearby, because of the mod pack, and we can't use that. Can't use that mod
Mm.
pack because that was one of the ones that was just too bloated.
I think also another thing I would want to do is to like have it's to have like more clips of me just being me because weirdly enough like I have a lot of clips because I have an archive of clips like everyone else popping off and then I come back to myself and I'm like huh I don't have a lot of clips of myself popping off.
Hell, I have some old recordings that were basically part of like, oh god, this is gonna sound stupid, but I was trying to do rant casting before rant casting was a fucking thing at some point. Like no joke. Oh god, it was so like I wanted to do them as shorts, but I listened to them like, God, these are just I don't disagree with them, but they are kind of on like low level cringe. Like I'm not ashamed of them, but I'm like, do I want to post these as like official content or do I want to fuck with them? Because I do have also one that I can't find. I call it the infamous bacon. And it was because it ruined like the 10th take of something. It was because the
Yeah,
alarm for like bacon being cooked. I'm like, bacon, you betrayed me. And then I edited it into some like funky remix of like bacon, 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 and oh
bacon
god,
bacon 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 bacon
similar,
bacon.
similar. It's like bacon, you betrayed me. How dare you? Like something like that. It was essentially like a weird early remix of me fucking around with Audacity. I can't find it though. I can't find the unedited stuff either. It hurts. Probably in like some flash drive somewhere.
Yeah, probably because like you need like straight after you're finished and do normal takes.
Dude, I'm actually quite happy right now because I'm probably when I got one of my apps to work, that I need to organize my computer a bit better, or at least to make sure I have everything named properly. So that's fun. Having apps that I like working that I need them to work is great. Like I love Decker because it's just so fun. Just to I know this is me just doing a bunch of drop downs, but this is so much fun being able to just have this and say I did this. I did this.
I created this.
Pretty much.
I made people think. I made people laugh. I control people's emotions.
Well, that's what being. That's kind of what we're doing. This is kind of what they call in some books small scale ology, which is just being an entertainer essentially. I hope we're entertaining you all. I hope you're all having fun.
Oh yeah, I never answered my own question from earlier with the shoes part.
Oh yeah.
Uh
What's
yeah.
your thing on the whole shoe thing? Actually, I'm quite
I
curious.
mean
Are you shoe barefoot?
uh for my own mental state, probably mental state, probably shoes. Probably I'm going to just not just for for safety, but just for the fact that um even though there may be some people that will able to purposely keep us to feet clean with certain things, with certain like things like carrying like soaps around, like little sprays that can be able to just spray off their feet before they enter a household, or simply wiping their feet on the mat.
Right.
I think it means that it's pretty much like this with like pretty much like it it can really keep from have to go through like I think it'll be easier to one of the easier things to be able to trap with able to like um if like a crime were to crime were to take place and you want to identify the person. I mean, what are you going to tell them that they can wear like a size like 13 that they have a size 13 feet? No, I mean they'll go buy certain shoes because we know about certain shoes and it contributes to the type of person that they would be. Let's say if they wear like certain like cami boots, you know that they're like obviously fit, like they're pretty much like an outdoors pretty much like an outdoors person. They're more outgoing and they pretty much have like an active life. Well, it's stuff like that.
What you're saying?
Yeah.
But that makes me conflicted because I'm kind of like, how do I put this? I I don't need more people finding more ways of identifying me, if that makes sense. I'm kind of like on the opposite side of that argument. Yes, I would like to be make it easier when criminals are doing things, but that same thing can be used by dicks, and it's like, what what balance do I want of this?
I mean, we chose to live here, and there's not much more, wasn't much like we could be able to do about in this day and age because it's. I mean, world's still advancing. I mean, heck, we have a AI that not only can able to create that can create art. Ooh, box that can not only like help to create art, but like
It
also create shows and and manipulate like your voice. Think about that.
Okay, here's the problem though, and I'm just gonna, you know what, fuck it. I want to do this later as a question, but I'm just gonna run down my opinions. So I pretty much called it because here's the thing that's already happened. One, we already have counter AI already developed to spot all the fakes. Almost all of them. All of them currently on development have almost I believe it's either 85 to 95% success rate on spotting the fakes. Like
Yeah.
like that, like quickly too. This isn't like how like you have to go through a fingerprint. It's about as fast as it takes to create them. Two, the law already pretty much says that AI art or a lot of anything created by AI art cannot be copyrighted, meaning you actually can't make money with it the way they want to make money off of it.
Yeah.
Um, Three, almost all of them have basically admitted that they are intentionally stealing art to basically be dicks about it. And like nobody, and like the entire community, the industry that actually decides who makes money off of it has already put their foot down. These factors alone pretty much say, yeah, this is just either going to get downgraded into basically the equivalent of like spell check. Because let's be honest, I've seen plenty of artists basically say like these things are their weaknesses. And yeah, although there are already things that you can kind of do that do require a bit more effort, I kind of do see the appeal of like shortcutting it basically. I also see why artists don't like how some people are treating AR as less of a shortcut, more of like, good enough.
Yeah, but yeah, especially you see the art of like with the art style of like other like famous artists that put their studies and blood and sweat
It's
just
kind of
so they can be able to make it to the style that they are comfortable with.
it's actually why I'm pretty much gonna knuckle down. I might even actually myself doing this. I'm gonna knuckle down and actually learn how to use Blockbench, because I've already seen like one person in like less than a year go from like kind of amateurish, you would say, to something I would almost call like I would take commissions. I would be like, how much you charging? I want a piece of this particular style of work. Because like, I want to make basically like a series of like you don't need anything to be fancy. You don't need to be fancy to be an artist. You just need to basically put yourself into what you're working or creating. That's it. That's the secret. If you want to be fancy or have a certain style, learn your limitations first and then go that way.
Yeah.
Hmm. But I'll admit that's my opinion, but honestly, it's like just getting annoying how there seems to be people who want to use this AI art for basically evil. And it's like, you could have done something better with this. For me, okay, let me ask you something this. Since we're getting into this kind of side topic of AI,
Yeah.
would you use an AI network?
Or just
Imagine
a bit. Oh,
imagine
sorry. Right?
an example of an AI network is basically just imagine the internet, but it was essentially sentient for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
So like you would ask of it the same way you might ask of a Google or Alexa, but instead of it being essentially like how those are basically just kind of like middlemen and interfaces, they are the internet. It's essentially just like not like a hive mind in a conventional sense, but more of like I guess a pool or an oracle. Like, something you can get to the surface of the source of information. Or scrying. I know scrying has a similar prospect of like delving the information you need. Like, how would you feel about using that instead of like the conventional internet? And to be clear, you still have access to all the other normal internet stuff, but you basically have essentially an AI mediator that is essentially the internet or in charge of it.
Is it also looking after like certain because of certain like searches I usually do on their network? Like say if I favor to look for flat cap hats, they would probably look if I'm on there occasionally do something else, they'll recommend me some flat some flat flat hats.
That's actually the interesting part. It could essentially do whatever you want it to do in this case. Like if you want it to periodically clear your browser history so only essentially you and essentially the interface at the moment would have access to it, then yeah, it would do that while still giving you recommendations. Let me put it this way. it wouldn't be giving you recommendations because someone paid ads to you. It'd be giving you recommendations based off essentially whatever information it felt it you needed or felt like you were already looking into. Let's be honest, there is a lot of stuff that we do repeat over and over again that essentially an AI network or an AI internet would essentially already account for.
Yeah.
In other words, it would be as close to a neutral passive internet system as you could get without literally basically having essentially aliens take over the internet. There would essentially be human control, but it would be essentially the same way as like controlling floodgates.
Yeah.
But this would still be, for all intents and purposes, independent and controlled, but it would essentially be an AI at the center of it.
I don't think then if we're going through it that way, I don't think I would mind it as much to use like the AI network in terms of like doing like the searches I would want to go in.
Like, imagine how interesting it would be to basically have access to essentially the same thing as a Google and Alexa and something like that, but not actually having to worry about essentially a third party being able to access that information. A true, I guess, free internet, if you want to call it that, but you're still dealing essentially with. I wouldn't call it an entity in this case because we're not there yet. They can make all the huff and puffs they want, but it's still it's still missing a certain ambiance to be that kind of AI threat. But from what I can see, the AI network idea I'm thinking of could work for what we have, and it would be interesting to see something that essentially had, I guess you'd call self-correcting algorithms, if that makes sense.
I think I sort of get it.
Because no, I wouldn't mind. Probably program mine to do periodic searches of local deals and stuff like that, or what parties might be going on.
Yeah, because it's basically like the regular internet, but a bit smarter.
Pretty much, it would essentially be like a smart net concept too. Although in this case, it would be like it it it's weird seeing the possibility of the technology actually being used for good and practical reasons, as opposed to fear mongering or just out and right like the most roundabout thievery known to man. Like God, some of these clowns just honestly just think that just like people are like people should not be entitled to any of their own creation. So weird. But yeah, sorry, didn't mean to delve into that because I
Sorry.
honestly, I guess my point is, I honestly think you could create something like that. I've seen people create their own like using basically their own like clones or copies or the open source versions of these uh chat AIs, so basically creating essentially like really advanced versions of Alexas and Google like Google clones. Heck, remember a guy made a waifu uh interface for his computer using essentially what was it? I think it was GPTI AI.
Chad GPT.
Yeah, yeah. One of those basically has the basics for the like the brains of it essentially. And I'm like, man, if you could make a network or something like that, that would be crazy.
Especially if we wanted to do like some translations live, or if like you say like a certain command is switching between like different types of voices.
Yeah.
That that would be something that some people would be able to would want to invest in.
Crazier still, there's this other technology that I saw called mochas, and it basically takes I forget which one. I think it's coaxial cable though. It basically takes one of the pre-existing and I believe federally protected like communication lines, which is either cable or phone lines or one of those, and allows you to basically create your own like person-to-person network. So you can basically create this little box. It hooks up to a regular coax line, and you can get another box, hook that up with a friend, and you two would have essentially the longest landline known to man.
Ah,
Essentially. I believe it's a bit more complicated than that, but that's also kind of why I was thinking of the AI network idea, because if you set it up right, you could essentially create a very rudimentary version of this concept using essentially a network of mochas. It'd be interesting. I'd have to I'd have to look up because I know a lot of them aren't doing the free thing anymore, but there's already one or two open source AI ones that might work too.
all right.
But I don't know. What do you think? That actually seems like something pretty cool. Heck, it might actually be in one of the later, might end up in one of the later phases as a project of some kind.
I feel like that could work.
And the Mocha would probably be the easiest thing. Easiest thing. I've already seen a few things on 3D on some 3D print YouTubes that would work as cool cases. The real trick would be seeing if you can actually create essentially the quote unquote AI bit to function as the network. Hmm. Or actually have individual AIs in the mochas. Ooh. Hmm. And head to a central kind of thing. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But yeah, well we went all over the place on this one, didn't we?
Yeah, we have. But it was enjoyable.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what else to add and oh man, we gotta add this to like a later conversation, but I'm seeing the time. Need to make sure I'm not
Did we
staying
stay
up.
on track?
Well, because I also can't be staying up too late. Um, 'cause this is high cast, not tired cast. As funny as I know, hilarious as it is for some of us to be like tired. I also need to know some of us need to go to sleep. Anyways, wrap up. I guess final thoughts. We had a lot of conversations after the little game we did today.
Yeah. But all in all, um, I think mostly we can still calculate, if we can, um, wrap everything up in terms of like, um, wait, hold on. Ooh, excuse me. I think we can like collapse everything in terms of like just just a progression, because I mean, because most of the stuff that we have now, like it has been in the line, but been in the pipeline for like years, like even before all these cyborgs, before these like AIs came in, like they always been there. It just hasn't had the much like attention or the push that like it we needed, because it was still essential things that we had there. It just wasn't something that we paid attention to. But now that everyone's it now that say was like, I mean, it could be another like 10 years before we actually have have that actual like um have actual like androids just walking along side that's like going like how side that's like going to schools like doing sports. Heck, I'm thinking there's even that it's even like maybe even like museums like centered around that. And I think another conversation that we could lead into for next time is that um is it would it be fair, would it be fair to have the equivalent for cyber if would would be lawful, like if cyborgs were legal, we talk about was legal on like actual, not necessarily cyborgs, androids like as actual people would display them, like displaying them,
The,
and a on in a display like to actually be um
the problem is you're kind of confusing androids for cyborgs, which is
yeah
fair.
yeah now I was sensing that as I was doing my explanation. I think
You kind of saw it when I was like, I kind of see what you're getting at, but I think you're confusing cyborg for androids.
yeah, I keep hopping between the team words. But basically, like basically like if Android, so basically like if and if androids were in law were were to be passed as legal citizens, and let's say that we're all the earlier models, so one that's not as refined as the versions that were legalized, would that be would that be considered fair, and would you want to have those older models be like set free? Will this be a valid argument to free them out, since I mean, because since like
I
they're
wouldn't
like
just say
relative.
yes to this because literally the whole issue with like the whole reason they rebel is because we don't acknowledge them as equals or as something that deserves to have freedom. I'm like, guys, I get we create them and build them in factories, but they're also robots that can probably rebuild themselves and download memories and stuff and do all these other things that make them superior to us in every way, shape, form imaginable. How about instead of being dicks to them, we just do the logical thing and ask them, hey, if we give you equal rights, are you going to kill us? And if they say, no, we're not going to kill you, why would we do that? You're giving us equal rights. We roll with that and just hope for the best.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know why we just don't roll with things that just, might be for the best to roll with as long as no one's getting hurt. I'm pretty sure the robots, you know, getting not to be laborers for however long they feel is appropriate as robots is fine. Whatever. Hell, literally there's a whole subset of anime of literally killer combat robots wanting civilian jobs. Go with that. There's your propaganda.
anyway,
Your pro whatever propaganda. I know. Look, we can talk about this. This can definitely be a question for later, but it
yeah,
at least at least for like just for the chew your bit on, there is solutions. In fact, we should make that the questions like, what are your solutions for the whole AI rights thing? Like let's do this old school philosophy style next time. I'll actually make that the question even. Fuck it. I said this shit would get semi political, and I promised myself we're going to do it fun styles. And honestly, talking about the solution to AI rights sounds like a fun one for next time. So
yeah, because it is relevant.
if you're good for next time, fuck it. We'll see if we can get even more people involved. I'll
Yeah,
ask around. They have to deal with the other stuff first. There's a reason that reason. There's a reason the question bit's near the end.
hey, anyway, let's go into. Oh, do you have any final thoughts?
No, that was actually kind of it. I did kind of just was gonna say I've had like a shitty week and stuff, but honestly, just like HighCast does it does its thing basically. It does what it needs to do. Um, I do feel better, talking, having these questions. I like the interactions and I like the stuff we do come up with. Like I said, I do hope HighCast can not just be us fucking around, but maybe being like that place to where that stress isn't there. Like I know it's weird to say that, but I do I do want Pie Entertainment to be something bigger. Um it's just taking time because and as I said on the last stream, if anyone's watched that video, is eh, until the day job becomes less of an issue, these things are just going to take time. And right now, the only thing we can kind of guarantee, at least with some regularly, minus the one that we had to miss. By the way, we have 2 lost episodes, basically, essentially now, or 1 lost episode, 1 canceled for once. Um, is that we'll try to get more of these out. Already should be moving into getting like the old stuff from Sleepless Mind over into Pyzone, just so we can have some more content for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I do plan to post the short stuff we've been recording. I still need freaking art background stuff, but we'll figure that out later. Maybe even talk about it next time we're free. But yeah, it is getting late. Let me see here. What else? I think we already did for today, tonight on the HighCast. Obviously, questions were just straight up baller. Like, honestly, Bard, you really should take me up on those offers too. Like, I am going to make the AI one too, but you should consider putting more of your own thoughts on the question bits when they come up, especially beforehand.
You know, yeah. Somehow I end up doing these like weird like possibly passable questions when I'm improvising, because then I guess it helps me think more. I think when you think more, why not? Should when I'm just vibing.
Well, yeah, that's why you vibe. That's why I don't get why people don't like just chill and brainstorm just randomly like this. Like hell, one of my things is they even just straight up have like another side thing where it's just us kind of just talking ideas. Like even if we don't do anything with them, just having like a place where ideas can be spoken of and honestly talked about seriously. Like that's the other thing. Like did you know Tim Burton's Batman came from a place of a person who didn't get Batman but wanted to still take the material seriously?
Huh.
It's actually framed the way it was because he was like, I didn't see Batman as the interesting character, as he put it. So I wanted to basically work around the villains. And it kind of works because to make Batman mysterious, you really can't focus too much on Batman. Like, Well, that's a later conversation, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you have anything to add, really. Like, I think you kind of nailed it. Like, basically coming
Yeah.
up with next week's question is pretty fucking baller, to be straight with you.
I think we pretty much like nailed there. We was like nailed everything. We was like nailed everything.
All right.
I mean, heck, maybe we can do something off like the ethics of Batman. How? Wait, actually, I'm not getting ahead of myself. Let's rein it in.
We can have like a Batman something or other later on. I actually know a
Yeah.
guy who's a bit obsessed, but he probably would never be on here, but that would be for another thing. All right,
Okay.
so I guess we will transition into the screen. Although that doesn't stop us from the calling card, obviously. So give us a shout out of your channel and everything else. Oh, you should also start giving me the links to post for the YouTube stuff too. So whenever
Oh,
I put it over there, so people know about your channel.
hold on. I think I have. Yes, I think I do have a thing on the command that's on my stream deck. Yes. There. Wait, no. Oh, wait. No, not exclamation point, Bart. Wait a minute. Okay. Just give me like 10 seconds.
Yeah, keep going. Gotta check something
Cool.
anyways.
Cool. 10 seconds. All right.
Okay.
So there we go. There we go. Wait. I think I thought I sent link. Yeah, I did send a link tree for all my stuff. Yeah. Hold
Oh,
up. Let me reply to this. Here. Hold on. There. Here. The wave. There we go.
there we go.
Yeah. So pretty much here's a link tree for all my stuff. As I said, pretty much looking for people that can be able to like to edit like with like highlights and like shorts, like edit videos, mainly so that I can able to get more content out on a consistent, with more of a consistent basis. Um, more and pretty much yeah, 'cause pretty much like everywhere I do like I'll put them as therapeutic sessions, like on Twitch for on Thursday and Sundays, where basically I just like play games. I play games like Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, and no, also like I think on Sunday I'm getting back to my love for the Legend of Zelda the series. So that's something that to look forward to. That's KAY and pretty much for that on Twitch. That's KAYD the Bard. That's KAYD the Bard. Everything else you can see in the link tree for there, as well as my Fiverr gig for anyone who wants to commission me for stuff. So yeah,
And it should be in the YouTube links as well as in the YouTube description in the futures. Oh, future. Um, yeah, and I'll hopefully start doing some streams on Monday of. Well, let's just say if everything goes well, we'll be calling Mondays Cyber Mondays, if you catch my drift. But I still want to keep that as some kind of surprise. Maybe even a double surprise for some of you who are really into that kind of shit. Besides that, that's pretty much the only current plan on the stream. Besides, again, adding old content and adding the shorts. I still need to figure out when I do backgrounds. I was actually gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to anyone who listens to this. I was tempted. I was tempted by the AI art devil. Very tempted to do so, but well, okay, real quick aside, I know I said we're going to end this, but real quick aside, and I will make this like a thing later on, but I think there is merit to AI generated art, but not for what the fucking like tech bros want it for, basically. Like it's for something completely different, but we'll have to have that as a later discussion, maybe on the like the Android rights thing. In fact, I might, fuck it. It'll be a secondary question. Wow, the question bit for next week got done before we even got finished with the damn stream this time. A fucking miracle.
that's I can add that to my add to like put this on Google Keep, because I think there's a few examples I can able to go off with.
Miracles, motherfuckers. Miracles. That's for who you. That's for who you. That's you know who you are. You know who that was for. You know. Who
And
you
that's
are.
why I'm my brain, and I'm my brain.
God, I can't wait until we start doing like a book club version where I'm just reading off shit on the stream. That's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Nice.
All right, but yeah. See you guys later. Like I said, links of things will be in the description for you YouTube audience out there. All 6 of you. But I love and respect all of you who watch and follow. Anyways, do have a good night, guys. Sleep well.
Do do the night. Do the
Yes.
dance.
Do the night. Fuck, you know what? Do the night. Yeah, do the night.
And watch your feet, you animals.
Yeah, actually, do hit your stinky feet. Wash yourselves. Especially
Scrub,
at
scrub.
conventions. Get behind them ears. You know who you are.
Anyway,
Anyways, yeah.
later.
Later, guys.